drive that they went down and scored the touchdown. What do you think broke down from you guys defensively to allow them to get down the field as quickly?
I think it was just like doing our job, like as a team, like everybody doing their part in the defense. I think that's a huge thing that we were struggling with as the game was going on, but obviously that's what happened ultimately at the end.
How do you kind of work through that when injuries, especially in the second
Yeah,
there's a lot
that's
of new faces back there?
Yeah, I mean, shout out to those guys who had to come in and play hard because they did. Like they came in and did a very good job in my opinion. I think everybody was playing hard on the defense. I think I have to go look at film to really see like here and there where we're making mistakes. But I think everybody played hard, and we got to move forward and walk away with a W.
I know you have this next man mentality when somebody goes out, Matt, but at some point, your mash unit that you have in the back seven just gets ridiculous. At some point, just there had to be a thought process of like, God, you know, here we go again, kind of thing. Especially when Miles got booted.
Yeah, it is frustrating, but I think it's an opportunity because those guys are young who are coming in and they have the ability. You know what I mean? Right. They may not have the experience, but
right.
All of the guys on the back end, I think they have the ability to be able to play at this level, and I believe in those guys. And so it's that opportunity for them to come in the game while they're young and get that experience.
What's the impact when Miles is forced out of the game?
Yeah, I know. I think obviously like Miles, he's started a lot of games here, and I don't think that there's much of a drop off with Mac just because like he's taking the reps in practice and all of that stuff. It obviously there's not as much experience there in the back end, but ultimately like Mac's got to step up in play, and I mean obviously like it didn't go the way we wanted, but I think guys played hard.
You know, Coach Bielema talked about that Dylan's out for the year now with a fracture. Just how does that hurt the team? How are you guys going to overcome that?
Yeah, I mean that's my dog, so it's really frustrating because I've been in that position. You know what I mean? I know what it feels like, and so it's really sucks. Just I think as a defense, knowing that like he's one of our captains, and so for him to go down, it's hard to go through as a defense. But I think he'll want us to move forward. You know what I mean? He'll want us to be able to take that next step and not look back on maybe what had happened with him and him being out.
Takeaways have been such a big part of you guys' success. Like, what do you feel like you can hang your hat on defensively if those aren't coming in bunches?
What
As
do
a
you mean?
defense, like what do you feel like you guys, your identity is that the ball just someone takes
Yeah.
its luck a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. So if that's not happening, what do you feel like your identity is defensively?
Yeah, I think it's really playing fast and physical. I think those are the two biggest things that contribute to being a good defense. Obviously, takeaways are a piece, and being able to do your job consistently is another piece. But I think as our identity, what we really preach is playing fast and playing physical. And if we can do that, that leads to things like takeaways and opportunities for guys to make plays.
Coach Bielema mentioned that third down is kind of a nemesis for you guys. It's been getting off the field. That's kind of the same deal last week in Oregon. What's the key to getting third down stops?
Yeah.
You're not right now.
I'm not really sure, honestly. I think winning on early downs was a big emphasis for us this game particularly. But I honestly can't tell until I go watch film. I can't really answer that question because I'm not sure.
Is it deflating, like when you don't maybe get that third down stop?
Yeah, I mean, being on the field for a long time, it's deflating. Like mentally, it's hard to come back. Obviously, we have that next play mentality. Like it is what it is. Like we got to move forward. But as the game goes on, if those keep continuing to happen, the guys up front are getting more tired because the drives are longer. Guys are getting more frustrated maybe that the opportunity to get off the field is there and we're not. You know what I mean? And so I think that's where the mental part of it plays a role.
It seemed like, a lot of guys were doing their job and they were able to kind of dink and dunk their way to Taylor for another first down. I mean, that's got to be frustrating when you know that a lot of the guys in the back end are doing their job and they can safety valve their way to a new set of downs.
Yeah. I mean, he's a good player.
Right.
Like they're a good team, I think. And so obviously they're going to make their plays. We just have to limit them in that way. And so I don't think we did a good job of that. maybe here and there throughout the game that we did a good job, but overall we didn't do enough to win.